Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm here with a very special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ehlana, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So, can you please tell the lovely listeners a fun fact about yourself?
I'm a very keen netballer, and I love keeping fit, playing any sport that I can. But at the moment, I play netball and go to the gym most days. I also love swimming and every now and then a bushwalk.
Who doesn't love a good bushwalk? Now, how old were you when you started netball?
I was 15 when I started.
So, you're quite young.
Yes.
Uh, Now, especially at that age, what made you want to start playing netball? Was there any motivations, or was it just an interest of yours since you were young?
A bit of both. I loved doing sport, but majority of my family have done netball since they were young. Um, so it's been in the family for quite a while.
Oh, that's really sweet. It's good that you have not a family tradition, more of a family sort of occupation slash activity. Uh, I find that really nice. Can you tell us what netball team you play for? And since you've told us that it's in your family, do you play for a different team than, say, your mother did?
Um, yes. I play on Saturdays in a team with all abilities called the Manningham team in Doncaster, and then I'm in a state Victorian team that you try out when you're 16, and you get into the team because when you get into the team, it's like a family with the players and the coaches.
Uh, uh, w- Sorry, when you say family, do you mean it's they're nice and accepting, or do you mean there's it's literally family run, like people are related?
Um, it's like friends being. Um, we get to know every single player, and if you're playing for years, it's pretty much like a big family with the coaches and the players.
Uh, Again, that's really wholesome. Uh, like I'm glad, I'm glad that it's very how do I say it? I'm glad that you've been able to find your place and your people. Um, do What team do you usually play against? What is your main rivals, I should say?
The different states, because the Victorian team's called the Maryland Shield, so it's every state um, comes together at the end of the year to a different state, and we um, go against each other for 3 days. Like I've been playing for Victoria for 8 years, and then I was in the Queensland team for 3 years, so it's been quite an adventure for me, to say the least.
Yeah, wow. I mean, like I myself have been playing uh accessible basketball for quite a little bit, but then I sort of just lacked motivation because I it was through school and I left school and I didn't have my team. So to hear you say how you've kept with your people for so long, that's really inspiring. It can be hard moving on. At least for me, maybe I'm the odd one out here, but it can be hard. It was hard for me to continue wanting to play basketball when I didn't have my main people with me. So yeah, it's really nice hearing that. Now, So you mentioned you go to the gym. Do you go there for training or do you just do other activities?
I go there to mainly to keep fit.
Yeah.
I go with a friend that lives close to me, so we catch up and then go to the gym together.
Oh, awesome. How often is that?
Um, Usually 2 to 3 times a week, depending what I've got on during the week.
Well, that's good. Um, what what results have your netball team achieved lately? So, was there a recent tournament you won, or was there like a recent? Were you on the news or anything? Just something of note that you and your team have achieved recently.
Well, this year for the My Little Shield, the Victorian team that I'm on, we won this year first place against New South Wales, and the score was 20-11.
Damn. Like was that was that like all you or was it more of a team effort? You can be honest.
It's mainly a team effort. Everyone tried their best.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about is trying your best. I I remember at my old school I had a coach who was like people were like, "Oh, it doesn't matter if we win or lose." And then the coach would be like, "No, but you got to win." Like and it was really funny cuz he didn't have like the capacity to understand that it's all about the game, it's all about having fun. He was just like, uh nope, nope, think about winning, don't think about having fun, think about winning. So that was quite funny. So have you ever met or like played with or against any like big name netball players?
Not exactly. For the My Little Shield, Joe Watson from the um, Vixens, and she's also plays in the Diamonds, Australian Diamonds. She for our last finals, she gave us a pep talk, so that was really good and motivational.
Awesome. Um, so segueing off of that, uh, who would you consider your role model? Sorry, who would you consider your role model to be? And it doesn't have to be a netballer; it could just be a general role model.
Um, well, my family most of all, but with the netball players, probably Kate Maloney, even though she is a goalie and a wing attack. She's more of a centre player, wing defence, and a wing attack as well. So she's up there as
Oh,
well.
nice. What's your favorite part of like netball culture? I guess I should say. Like, what's your favorite part of being on a netball team or playing the game?
I would have to say meeting new friends
Yep,
and getting to know the coaches a bit more.
yep.
So,
That's always really good. Like meeting new people, and you know, and um, what was I gonna say? Uh, it's always good when you meet new people in a sporting sense because you you have two things. If you don't like the people, no, if you do like the people, you'll have a much better time working together. But if you don't like the people, you're gonna have more motivation on yourself to be better than the person you don't like. So that it's always a win-win no matter what.
So true.
What position do you mainly take in netball?
I mostly play in goal, so goal shooter and goal attack.
Oh yeah.
And on Saturdays, it's center.
So can you tell us, like, I'm new to the world of netball. Can you give me and the audience a basic rundown of like what being center or goalie means?
Ooh, that's a tough one. With the goalie, you have to um, make sure you're aware of where the ball is and where your player is, and try and get under the goals as probably I'm thinking swiftly, but I'm not quite sure if that's the right answer.
No,
To
that's fine. You're making sense to me.
yeah.
All right. So another thing is, what things have you learnt about yourself through playing netball? So like, what it could be a physical thing, like maybe you've learned a new technique, or maybe it could be like a mental thing, like a lesson or a like mantra or something along those lines.
You, well, with me, I'm always learning different things, even though it's been 11 or 12 years in netball. So it's every time it's learning new things.
All right. Well, what? So, what is the? I guess I should say, what is the main lesson you've learnt that you always keep to heart?
Um, Probably always try your best at the things
All
that
right.
you're wanting to get better at.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, what other hobbies do you enjoy other than netball?
I do um, some sewing, and then I swim on occasion as well.
Oh, yep. What got you interested in sewing?
Um, I did sewing in year 8, and I loved it, but I stopped for a bit, and then towards the end of my school year, I got back into it,
Yep.
and I am now. I have a little micro business with some baskets and key fobs that I make.
Oh, really? You can shout it out if there's like an online store or a social media page. Feel free to shout it out.
I've got an Instagram page called Handmade by Ehlana AU.
All right. So we'll have that linked in the description and put up on screen. Hopefully we can get you some new buyers slash followers. You mentioned earlier you like to play swimming as well. Not play, sorry. You like to do swimming as well. Do you think about would you think about doing that competitively?
When I was in school, I did competitive swimming. I was a national swimmer for a few years. So I've been there and done that, so it's ticks off on my bucket list.
Fair. Fair. It's always good to have another thing open in case. It's always good to have one thing open in case another thing falls through. So that's good. You've got multiple different ways your life can go if netball doesn't work out. Not saying that netball isn't going to work out for you. I'm just saying that it's good you've got other things going. Also, what's one thing you should tell what's one thing you would tell people who are interested in starting netball but too scared or think they won't be good enough?
It's good to just try your best at everything that you do.
All right. Well, well, thank you for coming today. Before we finish off, we have a running sort of question we ask our guests starting today. Actually, this is going to be our first one. What is your favorite, or it doesn't have to be a favorite, it can just be one a yo mama joke?
Well, I don't know your mamas, but I I yeah, I don't really know your mama's jokes.
That works for me. That joke actually works. Good job. But yeah, so thank you for giving us your time. And yeah, as mentioned, your socials will be linked below for our audience to check you out. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.